I will buy a house on demand. It is a simple strategy for you to make money tomorrow. And for every market, you take your lowest price. Like in my market, I go to my MLS, and I want about 100 listings. I want about 100 listings in this category. I said, how many houses are there for 50,000 and under? So if it's only 5 houses, then I go 60,000, 70,000. I keep going up until I get that lowest price 100 listing. Are you with me? So in Tampa, I can just, if it's 50,000 and below, I already have several hundred houses to choose from. Then I go one more criteria. I said, I want all the houses that are 50,000 or under that have been on the market for 180 days. And so now, if they haven't sold in 6 months, is it possible they're motivated?
Yes.
So now, if I find out that I got only 80, then I go, okay, how about 120 days until I get 100? And then you can start adding. If you have a lot more, you start this criteria. And then, I don't know, I send 100 offers. I don't look at the house, I go to the MLS, I look at the number, I take 55 to 60. If the listing is there, whatever it is, $100,000, $50,000, I'll put $25,000 to $26,000 blind offer. And I don't use the realtor contract, I use an LOI, letter of intent. That I said, because realtors because these are MLS, so they will not do business until I put in their form, the realtor form. So I put the LOI that if it's accepted, the offer is accepted, then we will go into contract. It's my letter of intent, and here are my terms. It's cash, close quickly, and on demand, I will buy a house. This is one simple strategy because you have to make offers. I promise you, I've never bought a house that I didn't make an offer first. Nobody came to my office and said, here, give me your house. It hasn't happened yet. So, in real estate, you make money when you buy it, you realize it when you sell it. If you buy it wrong, it's an uphill battle. Would you agree? From day one, it's an uphill battle, and the reason people get in trouble is because they buy it wrong. They don't know how to do due diligence, they don't know how to do comps, they don't know how to do estimates, all of those things they get really kicked. They don't know how to do title check. Money always follows the deal. Money always follows the deal. If you have a deal and you think that, Robert, you want funding, and there are more people with money, but fewer people with deals. And if you have a deal, if you want money, and if you have a deal and you're not getting money, then you think you have a deal. In reality, you don't. And that's the problem, because if it's really a deal, there are people in this room who will fund you. And if there's no one, before I fund you, I know George will take you. I will fund you. So, but before me, you've got Siva, Freedom. That's what the funding warehouse is for you. That's why you're here. That's why they created this whole thing for you, so that they can help you. But if you see they're not jumping at you, it's because your deal is really not a deal. And you're one good deal away from financial independence. You're one good deal away from quitting your job. You're one good deal away from paying off all your bills. You're one good deal away from turning everything around. You're one good deal away from sleeping peacefully. You're one good deal away from turning your life around. This business, ladies and gentlemen, that one deal can happen here. Because there are people in real estate that we make more money in one deal than most people make in 1 year or more. But if you have that mindset, if you have that belief, that when you approach a deal, that this is that deal. One of my favorite FedEx commercials, they created a campaign called the Golden Package. So FedEx sent out a memo to all of his employees that of all the packages we have ever delivered in our entire company's history, this one package, it is the most important package. It is called the Golden Package. Whatever you do, please do not screw up this package. This is the most important package in the history of our company. And of course, what happens? They screwed up. They lost the package. Why? Because somebody put in a brown box and forgot to label it. How many brown boxes do FedEx deliver? So they cannot find out which one is the brown box out of these zillions of packages. So the only solution they could come up with is now they must treat every package as if it were the next deal, the next seller you meet, the next buyer you meet, the next seminar that you come to, the next speaker that speaks to you. You never know what's going to be the next for you to take your life to the next level. But you must live your life that this evening that I have come, this is the evening for me. You have to make that. You have to live your life with that kind of anticipation. That somebody you'll bring into your life that has more money than when he knows what to do with. Oh, fine. Run. Your best friend is sitting right here. Your new best friend. But if you don't live with that anticipation, how will you ever? Before you prejudge. What if I prejudge? I need this, I need that. No. I live my life. That the next person I meet, the next place I go to, the next accident I have, it's not an accident, it's serendipity. Something good will come out of it. Because I've given you enough example of sheer adversity that has turned out in blessing in disguise. Have you heard that? Blessing in disguise. Yes, but you have to see what the message is. So, real estate is the most forgiving business. In order to make money in real estate, you don't have to do everything right. Hallelujah! It's an incredibly forgiving business. All you have to do, I have a friend who's a big guru. He said, you know what? 30 years ago, I bought some houses in Boston. I bought it in the wrong neighborhood. I overpaid them. I got the wrong kind of financing and in the wrong kind of rehab. But somehow I hung on to it. 30 years later, they call me a genius. Because 30 years later, the wrong neighborhood became the trendy neighborhood. The wrong financing became free and clear. The housing, everything. You somehow, if you can hang on to it, in real estate, you make cash by buying and selling. You create wealth by buying and holding. You create wealth by buying and holding, but never make the mistake. If you're starting out, you need cash, not cash flow. In the beginning, you need cash. You will sleep better, you will walk better, you will walk taller if you have $50,000 sitting in your bank account. If you have $100,000, if you have $10,000, if you have no money, am I correct? Instead of work for $100 a month, cash flow trying to buy a house, that cash flow you will never see. Because if I want to sell you that, I can sell you that help. If you want to make stuff, so $200 cash flow after you pay the financing and stuff, so great, 10 houses equals $2,000. So if you want, $20,000, all those numbers, they work only on paper. You just bought yourself a massive headache. Massive headache. And so I'm going to show you how I'm doing it now that doesn't include any of those things. And for that, this is where, in order to do what I'm doing, you have to believe in this. Because the top champions believe that live where you want to live, but invest where it makes sense. Live where you want to live, but invest where it makes sense. Don't fall in love with California. If you can afford to buy in California, it's an awesome market. I'm staying with a friend in Encinitas. My God, the house doesn't stay in the market for 5 minutes. She can sell. She wants to sell her house, and I'm telling her, do not sell it. She needs some money. She's got a free and clear house. It's about $750,000. I said, take the cash, have your cake and eat it too. Why do you want to sell it? Oh, she goes, I don't want to be a landlord. What kind of idiotic statement is that? You want to be a landlord? Why? Who's asking you to be a landlord? You don't have the knowledge. So if you don't believe this, you're not going to be able to do what I'm telling you. Because if you have to go and touch every house, look at it, that means you don't have a system. Everything depends on you. And you're the biggest problem. And I'll show you how to eliminate you. And I'll tell you the 5 F's. If you want to know my real estate investing system, these are the 5 F's of real estate, 5 fundamental F's of real estate investing. Anything you want to know about real estate will fall into one of these 5 categories. The first F is find it. The second F, after you find it, you have to do what? You have to fund it. After you've funded it, then you have to do what?
Fix it.
You have what?
Fix it.
Fix it. And then after you fix it, you do what? You flip it. Or rent it, which is flow it, as in cash flowing. I'm trying to rhyme it with F, that's the best I could do. If you can come up with a better word, please let me know. As in find, fund, fix, flip, or flow. Anything you want to do in real estate will fall into one of these 5 categories. Would you agree with that? There's nothing will fall outside of these 5 categories. So my question to you is that out of these 5, if I were to ask you which one of these 5 is the hardest, find, fund, fix, flip, or flow, which one is the hardest?
Fine.
Spoken like a true real estate investor. Finding is the hardest thing. You go outside of this room and go to any place, go to the grocery store, go to a restaurant, and ask the general public, which one do you think they will say is the hardest? Funding it. Because I told you money follows the deal. And because they think that, man, you ask anybody that, hey, do you want to own a house? Forget about owning a house. Do you want to own a portfolio of homes for your retirement? Everybody will say what? Yes. Then you ask them, why did you have it? They look at you like, are you an idiot? I don't have it because I don't have money. But they don't realize that the biggest lie ever propagated was this. It takes money to make money, because that keeps you down. Because if you believe that, remember I said, beliefs are what? Your software. It runs you. So if you believe that it takes money to make money, and you don't have any money, would you even try? No. Because you are totally believing, man, I need money to make money. Give me $1 million so I can then go make the other $1 million. They're not understanding that it doesn't take money to make money. If it doesn't take money to make money, my question to you is, what does it take to make money? And I'm going to give you 3 things. And I'm almost afraid to give it to you because you may fall in the trap of I know. If you really knew, you would have it. So understand that the simplicity of it may escape you the meaning of it. So, and if you have the first one, you really don't need anything else. If you want to make money, if you want to become successful in anything, the one thing that you need is a burning desire. Show me how bad you want it, and I will show you a successful person. Show me the fire in your belly that I cannot take the entire fire brigade. They have done all the wildfires they have under control, but they cannot douse the fire that's in your belly, and I will show you a successful person. Most people want success only when it's convenient to them. They want it, but they don't want to pay the price. They want it, but they don't want to work the weekend. They want it, but they don't want to get up early. They want it, but they don't want to work late. They want it, they don't want to put the effort into it. They don't want to do the work. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. That's the only way they know. So you have to once you know the burning desire, why people give you money is because of specialized knowledge. Because you have specialized knowledge. That's the reason why people give you money. And more specialized the knowledge is, more money you'll make. Who makes more money, a general physician or a heart surgeon? Why? Because it's more specialized. So you have to know that more and more things, specialized knowledge, everything that you have, because if you understand how to make money, all the people out there, they think to buy a house it takes money. If you have the knowledge of how to make money with no money, no credit, how to buy a house with no money, no credit, is that a specialized knowledge? Yes, it's a specialized knowledge. People cannot fathom, they cannot believe. How can it be possible that you can buy a house with no money, no credit? There are many ways it's possible. I couldn't believe people will give you their house. They will give you their house for nothing. Yes. I became so cocky because when the market was turning, that all this upside down house, I would go and send paperwork. People would sign blank paperwork. I would have them sign 2 sets of blank paperwork because if I change my mind, I need something else, change the price, so that I have 2 sets of signatures with blank. Anything I can want, they will do it. You put paper in front of them, it's an upside down house. But they don't have the specialized knowledge of how to turn an upside down house, how to turn the lemon into lemonade. If you have that knowledge, you have specialized knowledge, people will pay you, and the third thing is